Hello, Gemini, with another general reading for the sign of Gemini. My dear friends, my precious friends, I welcome you into this space just as you are in this moment. I'm glad you're here, and I'm looking forward to connecting in with the energy that Spirit connects us in with, provides to us today. So let me see what deck here calls to me. And the Celtic Universal is buzzing, so I'm going to go ahead and use it to get started. For this group of Gemini people, for this group that I'm connecting in with today, knowing that not all Geminis are in the same place. We're all different ages. We're all going through different kinds of experiences. We all have completely different natal charts. We are not all in the same place. So just want to remind you that not all the readings are meant for the same group of people. All right, that said, let's go ahead and look at what the current energy is, for this group of Gemini people. What is the current energy for this group of Gemini people, please? What is the current energy? It's kind of a feisty energy. It's a feistiness that I feel with this group. Six of Cups energy. What is the current energy? What is the current energy for this group of Gemini people? What is the current energy here? What is the current energy? What is the current energy? All right, what is the incoming energy that Gemini will be stepping into? What is the incoming future that Gemini will be stepping into? Whoa, geez. What is the incoming future that Gemini will be stepping into, please? What is the incoming future that Gemini will be stepping into? What is the incoming future that Gemini will be stepping into? What is the guidance, please, for Gemini? 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 What is the guidance, please? Gemini. Okay, it's 4 minutes, 11 seconds, and I'm ready to begin. I'm looking at the next, so the current energy I'm looking at is what's happening now. It's what's happening now for this group of Gemini. So this will help you to kind of discern or determine if this reading is going to be something that's going to be helpful to you or not. So, but for the future, I'm looking at the next incoming future. If that's 7 to 10 days, or if that's a couple of weeks or 3 weeks, everybody moves at different speeds, and everyone's going through different depths of experiences. Some can be swam through a little quicker. Some you have to slog through. You have to, There could be mud in your trench that you have to kind of pull your feet out of. So we're all moving at different speeds. And so there needs to be some, because I feel a feistiness in this energy, a fast moving, a desire to move fast, a fast moving energy here. But there's also, and as I say that, I get, it's like somebody's pulling back on my hand. So there's a desire to move fast, but there is a need to take some time here. So what's happening is you have this soul connection here. There's a soul connection here. Something that's pulling on your soul, pulling on your heart. It has, when they say when like a father has a baby daughter, the daughter has, what's the saying? Has her fingers wrapped around his thumb. There's a saying, and sometimes when I'm channeling, it's hard. Sometimes got him wrapped around her thumb. What is a saying? Put it in the comments. I know you will. You know what I mean. There's something here that's got your heartstrings. Something's pulling at you, whether it's your homeland, whether it's another person, whether it's family, whether it's a soul journey that you're heading on or that you're wanting to go on, or a life path change. There's something pulling at you. I feel like it's a wish come true that is at odds with formality of society. There's something here that is at odds with society and family, and it's something that's at odds. It's something that's at odds with a structure of society, a structure within a workplace, a structure within a family. There's some sort of wish that is on the horizon here, okay? It's a dream, it's a wish that's on the horizon as we move this to the upright. Whew, can you feel that difference in the energy? So you're about to pull it in. You're about to pull this dream in for yourself. Whatever this is, it's about to come in. Whoo, I can feel that. Can you feel? I'm going to do that one more time because I think it helps to clear the energy just a little bit. There's a dream coming true, something that you've been working towards or that you've been digging deep about, that is coming true currently or in the very near future. It's coming true. So I'm going to turn it one more time and put it to the upright. And I'm going to leave it there just because I think it's stronger in this position. But something is in the process of coming true, in the process of manifesting, in the process of becoming a reality. You could be working on a new job. You could be creating a new business. You could be starting a new hobby. You could be pregnant. There's something here. There could be a relationship that's beginning. It's something that pulls at your heart. It's something that has its tentacles within you and is a part of you, a part of your DNA, a part of your soul, a part of who you are, a legacy, a family, a lover. Something has its deep grips on you, and it's something that brings you a sense of nostalgia, a sense of love and of healing. It's a beautiful energy, but it's at odds with something. It's at odds with something here. This Hierophant energy. Formality of societal structure. Formality of a belief system, of a religious system. And this Hierophant energy that's like this, came in like this, at odds with the dream coming true. It's over the top of the Hanged Man. So there is some sort of belief system that's changing, a contract that could be changing, an agreement between people that could be changing. Something is changing here. Because in this process, you have seen something from a different viewpoint. Or something is requiring to be seen from a different kind of viewpoint, and it has caused some sort of delay or a need for a different kind of understanding or a higher perspective or the dropping of an illusion. And when I say the word illusion, back in the day, before I began my freedom path, I always felt when people said illusion that it meant something bad. Like I was in an illusion, that I was thinking that life was better than it was, or that I was better than this is not what I mean. I mean, there is an illusion here of weakness when you are quite powerful as an individual. There could be an illusion here of somebody having more strength than you, or more empowerment than you, or more knowledge than you, because you are a powerful soul. And within your subconscious and within your soul, you have a vast amount of wisdom. You have a pricelessness. You are priceless. You are all precious. Because this Hanged Man is next to the Seven of Swords. So there has been some sort of betrayal here, or some sort of theft of energy, theft of your flame that burns within you, theft of an identity, theft of your own individual thoughts and the power of the individual, theft of something. And so there has been, or there currently is happening, a further understanding of what this theft has been and what it has done to you and how you're going to revise whatever this is. You are bringing this dream in. You are bringing this new life in, or this new relationship in, or this new goal to completion because of some sort of restructuring of how you consider yourself fitting in with society, or within a family, or within a workplace, or within a community. Do you see the difference between these two energies and these two energies? And then we put the Hierophant, the faith card, the society card, over the top. And remember how this dream coming true is this way, and this was this way. So there is currently some kind of restructuring here of your internal belief system. And as you restructure it and revise it and find a way that fits your own soul, with a pattern or a perspective, or a positioning that provides strength to you and guidance and a kind of energy that fits with you, this dream of yours is coming into reality. That's what I feel this is signifying. Now, this is only for the next short period of time. So we could be talking about the bigger story here, the bigger picture, because I am Aqua. And I do have, even though with all the faults of the Aqua people, just like the faults of the Gemini, we have the air people have some talents that can sometimes get us into hot water, can they not? One of the things that we can do is I can see the bigger picture. But for some of you, this could be a smaller situation. Perhaps there's something going on at work that you've been able to change that's been helpful for you, or you're in the process of changing it, or maybe there's something within the family that you're in the process of finding clarity on and making changes, but there's definitely something that you're revising here, currently revising. And in the revising, there is a dream that's coming to completion for you, or a milestone that is being accomplished, or some kind of project that's being finished. And it's something that you feel very warm-hearted about, very inspired by, and it's something that really has you feeling quite fulfilled. There has been some difficulty here with this revision, like it has perhaps hurt you in some way, but ultimately sometimes when we change our perspectives or we find the truth in something, the truth can hurt just a bit, but the truth can also bring in victory for us. So there is some sort of revision here, which is helping you to reach some sort of milestone or accomplish some sort of goal that you've been working on. So let's see what is coming up here in the future for you. We have the Nine of Wands, the Tower, the High Priestess, the Hermit energy, Page of Swords, Four of Swords, the World, the Empress, Sorry, I have to get them so that they energetically fit for me. That feels better. Okay. As you move forward in the next few weeks or into this situation that you have at hand, you are worried about some kind of catastrophe. You are worried about some kind of falling out. And I think that you're pretty observant as you move forward. I think this is just a worry. I don't think that because we have the Four of Swords over the top of the Tower, I think that it's maybe anxiety or just worry. Worry can be very stressful, to be worried because you're definitely taking an action here. You're definitely stepping forward and doing something in the current period of time that's changing your trajectory into the future. With the Nine of Cups, this is making decisions. You're currently in the current time period making some decisions, Gemini, in order to bring in emotional fulfillment and happiness for yourself. And sometimes when we do that, we take the energy that we have been giving other people and we flip it and we turn it towards ourselves. And when we do that, when we turn our energies into our own happiness, the people that we have been giving our energy to sometimes do not like to have the source of energy changed. They don't like that. Whether it's an energetic source of energy or it's something you've been doing at work that you're now going to stop doing, or something that you're doing within the family that you're going to stop doing. You're going to start focusing now more on yourself in some way, in a way that brings you happiness, in a way that makes things more fulfilling for yourself. And I think that you're wary in the future that some kind of reprisal or consequence is going to be at stake here, or that it could be looming. But I see that you're quite watchful about this. You might be really guarding yourself, watching your workplace, or watching your family, or watching the situation. You're quite defensive. You're standing guard. You're standing guard is how I feel. You're standing guard on this decision or these changes that you've made. But I think as time passes here, I think that it's going to be okay, because it looks like you're coming in and being able to rest and relax. So what I'm feeling is, if there are some changes that are going to occur because you have made some decisions to bring in health and happiness to your own soul, then let those fall where they may, because there comes a time when we must learn how to steer our own strength, steer our own energy in a way that is promising and enchanting and beautiful for ourselves. We must also feed ourselves as we feed others. So if there is some reprisal here, let it fall where it may, because I don't see that there's any other choice here for you to reach this beautiful ending, because there is a beautiful ending here for you, a beautiful new beginning here for you. So it looks like you're able to move in out of this fear and find some relaxation, find some quiet. You might do some praying, connecting in with your divine energy, connecting in with source energy, connecting in with your subconscious, with your inner selves, with your guides, with your angels, and asking them for assistance, connecting in and finding a calm, finding the peace that is found when we connect in with that kind of energy. And I think when we connect in with that kind of energy, we are able to detach a little bit from the egoic fears and the earthly concerns that we have. So I see this Four of Swords underneath the tower, and it really brings a sense of calm and a sense of peace. And if there's anything I can say for the future is to relax, my beautiful friends, relax. It looks like it will be okay. It really looks like it will be okay. The fact that we have you resting in a calm repose coming in out of the battle, with this fear of the tower that is around you, I feel like you're going to be able to find sanctuary, find quiet, find peace, and find a sense of calm as you move into the future. And I really doubt that this tower is really going to come crashing down, because I don't see any other energies here. I see you watching the tower. See how you're watching the tower? I see you guarding the tower, but I don't really see the Ten of Swords. I don't see the Five of Swords. I don't see the Seven of Swords anymore. I don't see any of those energies. So I doubt that this tower is going to come crashing down. Ultimately, this is about you here in the High Priestess energy, having this innate wisdom, understanding the weaknesses within yourself and those hidden desires within yourself that perhaps played a role in the past. Maybe it was the desire to please others, the desires to make others happy. Perhaps it was something like that with the ego, or perhaps it was just some deeper learning that you were acquiring during a period of time. But I see you with this wisdom now. I see you with this divine energy. I see you in a very quiet energy. It's very quiet with the High Priestess energy. I think you quietly know that there is a new beginning here for you, a new start. And I think you quietly know that there has to be some sort of ending here. There has to be some sort of alternative, or what's the word that's trying to come out? Alteration. That's just mean. Why do they do that? Sorry, I'm just laughing because it's sometimes the words that come out are so similar to other words and they mean the opposite. It kind of tricks me. I think that, but you know what? There is a kind of happiness that I feel. It's like you're shedding a coat. You're shedding something here. And it brings a lightness to your energy. And I think that's kind of the energy that I'm in. It comes with this High Priestess energy. See the High Priestess energy right here, looking over the new world? See how she's looking over, and the light that's coming from her now shining down over this new wish come true, whatever it is for you. There's a beautiful new start here in some way for this group of people. And the High Priestess within you knows. Look how she stands here next to the tower. She knows, like, this change has to happen. And come what may, there's a new beginning. Come what may, there's a new beginning. I think she's quiet. She's not expressing everything about herself. She's not oversharing. She's not going around talking about it. She's just doing it. She's standing in front of all of her dreams. She doesn't have to tell anyone her dreams, but she's definitely here meshing the yin and the yang. She definitely is. But this is powerful yin that brings forward the most powerful yang. It's just like a mug, right? The mug, the ceramic clay that builds the mud is the yang, right? And the hole in the mug is the yin. So the mug has no value unless there's a hole in it, right? So there must be this quiet stillness of the Four of Swords and the High Priestess in order for the new yang to start to build. Something like that. Something like that that's going on here. Some very deep energetic changeover. We do have the Hermit energy here, Virgo energy. We have Pisces energy. We have Libra, Taurus energy. It could be any zodiac signs here. I think this is all about your journey, though. This is all about your journey. You're coming back out. See, you have been through something here in the past. You have been through something, and it's required you to look deep within. Honestly, it really has, because you're coming out here revising. The Hermit goes into the cave having experienced something, having experienced a trauma or a crisis or some kind of life experience that has shaken him or her up. And the Hermit goes into the cave and really thinks about this, really digs deep on this situation, looks at what other people's roles were and what they did, looks at what his or her role was and what he or she did, and really sees the truth in everything. And the Hermit is able to alter or revise his or her life path or his or her perspective. The Hermit is able to make revisions in perspective based on the Hermit's own evaluations, not on what anyone else says, right? Not on what Scripture says or what anyone else says, but on his own determination of what feels correct and accurate and right to the Hermit. So there is definitely here coming out into the community in a different way. It doesn't have to be loud. None of these energies are loud in this reading. Nobody's talking. Nobody's doing anything here that's oversharing, or shouting out or anything. This is very quiet energy, but it's very masterful. It's very masterful. Here's the Empress here. And the Empress is a very high vibrational internal balance. It's very creative energy, very much connected in with Gaia. Look how we have the world here next to Gaia. It's very much of truth, of creativity, of a sounding board for new. It's like a diving board. It's a diving board kind of energy. And who better to dive deep than the Empress, with these fragments of the Hermit and the High Priestess alive and well within her. So you're doing something here in the next few weeks as you begin something new. Like, you are really preparing. You have this deep sense of wisdom. You have stepping out into the community in a new way. And when you do this, when you step out into the community in a new way with a new walk, it doesn't have to be a lot new, but there's definitely something different about you. This is inspiring to others. The Hermit is a master teacher. Whether the Hermit is an actual teacher or not, this is someone who teaches with the way that they walk and the way their light shines out for others. The way that they're walking now and the way that they are living their life at this point in time is so very inspiring to other people, because it talks about truth. It talks about realness. It talks about inspiring thinking and advanced knowledge and deep wisdom. And it really begins to teach others. So as you can see, the Hermit is not speaking. The Hermit is only shining a beautiful light. And that is part of your energy as you move into this next future for yourself, Gemini. But we definitely see a new beginning here. And whether you can actually see it in reality or not, the high priestess in you knows that this is how you step into a beautiful new beginning, because there had to have been an ending here. And what I see from the ending is it's going to be okay. It's a little bit scary and it might be a little bit worrisome, but it looks to me like it's going to be okay. Because you recover from this scare by resting and coming in from the battle. And I don't see any other harmful energies here. You might be a little wary and a little worried, and you might be watching. You might be defensive, but in the end, you're coming in out of this battle and you're able to rest. So you know that there's a beautiful new path ahead of you, and you are at this very high vibration within yourself of the Empress. So you have found balance with the clarity and having a picture of having clarity and having a view of the bigger picture, making good decisions for yourself, being discerning in the actions that you take, feeling that passion within you that helps propel you forward into taking new action, feeling that creative energy from Mother Earth flowing through you, being that caretaker for all that lives, being nourishing and loving towards all living beings. This is the balance that you are acquiring as you move into the next incoming energy. So it is a beautiful energy, and it is a powerful reward for the acknowledgments that you've made, the work that you're doing in this current day. There is a beautiful gift that's coming towards you, and it's because of your ability to dig deep into your own life, look at your own roles. How have you contributed to the situation? How have others contributed to the situation? And you have found a healthy way of making a revision in your path, or in your perspective, or in something that you're doing for work, or in a love life, something here that you're revising that's bringing in new healing, new empowerment, a beautiful new journey, a beautiful new accomplishment here that I see in your future. So really, this is a victory story for Gemini this month. Let's look at the guidance here that's coming forward for Gemini. And after we get done with the guidance, I'm going to take a short break, and I'll come back and I'll do the extended. And I'll let you know before I go what energies I'm going to be digging deeper in. All right, let's see what the guidance is here for you. We have this Five of Pentacles energy. We have Death energy. And we have the Knight of Cups energy. Let me do a little bit more clarifying. Give me more on this Five of Pentacles, please. More on the Five of Pentacles, please. Seven of Wands. Boundaries. Death. Yeah, we have transformation here twice. Please give me more on the Knight of Cups. This energy of love. Energy of love, please. Please tell me more about this Knight of Cups. Queen of Wands. The Moon. Could be Pisces energy. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Ace of Swords. So with the Five of Pentacles, it talks about this overarching feeling of being left out of something, being left out of a society, being left out of wealth, being left out of an opportunity. It's an overarching feeling of getting the rough end of the deal. And it could have been a feeling that has been with you for quite some time. It could actually have been a factual experience that you are living, not just a perspective, but something that actually was part of your lesson that you have been going through. Because look, you have the Moon here in the same place. So it looks like you have moved out of a period of struggle. Either it's struggle with society or with a community, struggle with money, struggle with finances. You have moved out of a struggle. You have gone through a period of time, and this doesn't have to be a life epic story. This can be something that's at a smaller scale. So when I get in these energies, oftentimes I can be very dramatic, Gemini. Please be patient with me. You can take these energies and scale them down to being something more like something that you would deal with within a month's period of time, perhaps. But sometimes these stories are meant for a bigger story. So they're just for you to take and to apply to your situations if some of these energies fit. We have the Seven of Wands here in the Death energy. So there was a need for you in this situation to learn how to create protection around yourself, learn how to create boundaries. In a way, there was maybe perhaps an overgiving so that the return to you was lacking, so that you overgave or you worked so very hard, but you never, at the end of the month, you never had any kind of equality in your bank account. There was nothing in your life that would show you of all of the work and all of the good intentions that you had for people. And so whatever this was for you, it required some sort of focus on recreating boundaries around what you give. So you created boundaries for yourself. You determined for yourself, okay, what am I willing to give? And what am I no longer willing to give? And what do I require to be given in return? Because for everything that we give, we should receive something in return. That is a law, right? That is a law of the universe, that there is always an exchange of energy. And when we ourselves step over that law, when we create a mess with the boundaries, we can sometimes do it. I mean, I myself in my life in the past has overgiven. And I have been in the Five of Pentacles energy quite a lot in my life. And I am no longer in the Five of Pentacles. And it took some hard lessons for me to realize that I should not be giving to others in a way that depletes myself. Because my focuses in my life were always in the extreme amount of giving. And I was always very poor. I was always tired. I was always depleted. And for all the work I did, it always felt, it was a Five of Pentacles perspective. I have been there in my life. And what it takes is a refiguring of that and a major transformation here on how we value our time, how we value our skills and our capacities, and how we value ourselves as people, as beautiful, precious people, each and every one of us. So there has been some sort of transformation, or there is a transformation taking place here on your perspective of what your role is in your own life.